After I made another kid at the group home cry, the director, Mrs. Gable, sighed and led me to a young couple. If you're looking for a companion for your nonverbal son, she said, her voice heavy with exhaustion, this one's your best bet. She's the most spirited child in the entire facility. She leaned in and whispered, my only request is that once you take her, you don't bring her back, please. The young couple didn't seem to hear that last part. Their eyes lit up. She's exactly what we're looking for. I didn't know what nonverbal meant, but my new mom explained it to me on the car ride home. It just means you can talk to him as much as you want, she said with a warm smile, and he'll never ever tell you to be quiet. My own eyes lit up. He sounded like the perfect friend for me. My new parents, Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood, led me to a closed bedroom door, their faces filled with nervous hope. Go on in, sweetheart, my new mom said softly. Your new brother Leo just doesn't like to talk. He's very sweet once you get to know him. If you can get him to say even one word to you, my new dad added, we will give you anything you want. My eyes widened. I pushed the door open. Hey, Lee, slam. I stared at the closed door, completely baffled. My parents sighed from behind me. It's okay, Luna, my mom said, her voice laced with a familiar disappointment I'd heard a million times. He's just like this. Why don't you try again tomorrow? Your room is just down the hall. They walked away, their shoulders slumped. I had to fix this. It was obviously just a matter of finding the right approach. I tried again. He, Leo, slam, okay, a different tactic. My dearest brother, slam, forget it. That door was welded shut for the day. The next morning, I came downstairs with a screwdriver. Me parents standing at the top of the stairs just gave me a subtle, encouraging nod. I wedged the screwdriver in, gave it a twist, and the doorknob came off. I braced myself, gave a mighty heave, and the entire door popped off its hinges. He was just sitting there, sitting on the bed, staring blankly into the void. Hi, Leo. I'm Luna. I'm your new sister. Crash. He threw the book he was holding against a bookshelf, his only sign of protest against my invasion. I just grinned at him, then dove straight into his bed, burrowing under the covers. My parents exchanged a look and quietly slipped away. I reached for his hand. He pulled it back. I reached again. He dodged. We played this game for a solid 5 minutes. Finally, I gave up on physical contact and went back to what I do best. I snatched the stuffed alligator he was clutching and hugged it to my chest. Okay, Leo, listen up. Back at the home, I used to tell stories to my stuffed animals every morning. So now, I'm gonna tell you one. He didn't say a word, his gaze fixed on a loose thread on his comforter. Honestly, this was already an improvement. I was in high spirits. Giggling, I reached out again to take his hand, but he pulled back instantly. I reached, he dodged, over and over, until he finally had enough. He yanked off the blanket, jumped out of bed, and bolted for the living room. I scrambled after him, my hand outstretched. Wait, Leo, I'm not done with the story. My parents looked up from the sofa as we stormed past. Honey, look, Dad whispered. Our son seems much more energetic. My parents credited me with getting Leo to leave the room, and immediately decided to take me to the mall to pick out any gift I wanted. Is Leo coming? I asked, glancing toward his room. They both got that sad look on their faces again. Leo doesn't like the mall, honey. But who doesn't like shopping? I said. Maybe you just haven't tried. He doesn't like crowds, my mom interrupted gently. They took my hands to lead me outside. As we walked, I glanced back and saw him standing on the second floor balcony, his expression as blank as ever, watching us leave. I stopped and let go of their hands. I'm not going, I announced. I'm gonna stay here with Leo. I'll love whatever you bring back. Before they could protest, I sprinted back up the stairs. I knew he was waiting for me. I burst through the empty doorway and grabbed Leo's hand. I'm staying. I'll tell you more stories. To my complete shock, he didn't pull away this time. He just let me lead him over to the sofa. Okay, Leo, have you ever heard the story of the little match girl? Well, this is the story of the little grenade girl. Leo just stared at me. Once upon a time, there was a poor little girl who had a whole house full of grenades. She went out on the street to sell them, but no one wanted any. She was so cold and hungry, and she missed her grandma, so she pulled the pin on a grenade to keep warm. And that night,